going to talk about fractions on a number line. As we mentioned before, all proper fractions fall between 0 and 1. A proper fraction is any fraction where the numerator is equal to or less than the denominator. So that means the top number is equal to or less than the bottom number. So all those proper fractions fall between 0 and 1. So right here I have an example of a number line, and as you see, there's 0, there's 1. So all this falls between the number 0 and the number 1. Now the first thing I want to do is figure out what my denominator of this fraction is, figure out how many parts this number line has been broken into. To do that, I start right on the 0, right up the beginning point here, and I don't count this as 1. Just like when I play a board game, if I'm at a spot on a board game and I roll the dice, I don't go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't do that. I start there and I go 1. So I'm going to count how many parts I have to get the denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this number line is broken into 6 sections. So the whatever letter I choose, the denominator is always going to be 6. And as you can see, right here, each one of these is a part that you can see that it's broken up into. And as you can see, it's broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different parts. So after we get the denominator, now we can answer any of these. So, if we want to, we can put down 1/6 for B, 2/6 for C, 3/6 for D, 4/6 for E, 5/6 for F, 6/6 for G, and while we're at it, we can put down 0/6 for A. So that is that number line represented by the fractions that fall between 0 and 1. So another example down here, same thing. First thing I want to do is figure out what that denominator is, how many total parts this number line is broken down into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, I started at the 0. I didn't count that. That was 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my denominator here will be 5 for any part on this fraction. Now, to figure out the numerators, I can just, if I wanted D, I could do 1, 2, 3. That's 3/5. If I want C, 1, 2, that's 2/5. Or I can go right through and just mark every single one. 0/5, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 5/5. So once again, all proper fractions fall between 0 and 1, and we figure out how many parts it's been broken into for our denominator, and then we can easily figure out our numerator by counting the parts starting at the beginning at 0 and counting across 1, 2, 3 to whatever I am going to.